2 games, 2 losses here for the Hornets in NBA Summer League. I'm standing here on the floor, a floor which Austin Rivers found himself all too familiar with too often against the Bucks. We spoke with Lance Thomas after the game about the challenges that he's facing after practicing with Team USA Select, as well as the Hornets head coach, who had a little bit to say about Austin Rivers and more. First couple games after playing with the Select team and against Team USA, how do you think it's affected the way you kind of head into games and how you work on the court?
I'm just determined, playing against those guys. Just put a chip on my shoulder. When I was there, those guys were giving me their A game. So, here's my chance to dish it out on whoever comes my way.
How much do you think it helps playing against better players?
I mean, of course it helps.
Make you better.
Yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, defensively, offensively, playing against the best in the NBA. You only get out of it what you put into it. If you don't compete against those guys, you get nothing out of it. When I was there playing against those guys, I gave it my all, and now that I'm playing in the Summer League, I'm just going to do the same thing.
You had another solid effort tonight. Do you have a good relationship with Jerome Dice? It seems like you guys play off each other pretty well.
Yes, he's a great player. He definitely affects the game when he's got pressure in the ball and when he's being aggressive in transition. So me and him are good friends, and we're going to continue to push each other throughout the rest of the summer.
What are your thoughts on Bowles?
He's a good player, man. He's a really good touch for his size. He rebounds the ball really well. We're going to need even more than that. He had a really good first game, but we're needing to be consistent.
Well, what are you taking from your first couple of games playing with Austin?
We're still getting the chemistry. I need to do a better job of making sure that I set a good angle on screen so he can actually use his handle. Because if I don't get a piece of his guys, it's hard for him to create. He's still learning how to play this game. So I'm gonna do my part in making sure that I'm doing my part so he can score.
Cool. What about Darius Miller?
He plays hard. He plays really hard. He shoots the ball. He's not shooting it too well now, but I've worked out with him before this. I know he can shoot the ball, so it's only a matter of time for him to find the stroke.
Do you feel like Xavier Henry's getting a little frustrated out there with the shot not falling?
Yeah, but he'll figure it out. Xavier's a good player. He's smart. He's going to keep going after it. I'm not going to let him hang his head.
So what have you taken from the first 2 games of Summer League so far? Is there anything that stands out in your mind, something you didn't expect coming in?
I thought we'd make a few more shots from the perimeter. Our defense isn't quite as solid as we need it to be. I think we saw it pick up there in the fourth quarter, some in the second quarter, but I think we just got to sustain it more over the entire 40 minutes. I've been in, Lance Thomas has played well. Darius Miller, he's got to, it's his first couple games. He's got to. It's all new to him. It's new for Austin Rivers. So, they're just trying to figure out the pace of this league, rotations, our system, the different players. This is the NBA. Players are coming after them every night. So, for the most part, we're pretty happy, but we just need to do it over more consistently over 40 minutes.
I'd love to talk a little more about Lance.
Yeah.
Does he look just substantially better this year after his experience?
Yeah, he looks great. Physically, he looks great. His confidence is up. His leadership is up. He's really doing a good job helping this team build our identity in the summertime and leading into next season. So he's been great. He looks so confident, both physically, mentally, and I just love his approach right now.
He said that he's added 17 pounds. He's been working on his jumper. I saw him boxing out a little better than he has in the past, and he hit a nice jumper out there. Is that something that you guys think he'll continue to get better at? Is that what you want him to work on?
Yeah, he was never known as a great shooter, but he's really worked at it. Our staff and our coaches have really, focused on that end, and he's been willing to work. He's put in the time, and yeah, it is one thing we've asked him to work on, and he has. And I think the shots he's taken so far have been good shots. He's attacked the basket, but when he has a jump shot, he's taken it. So it's a credit to him and his work ethic.
It seems like Xavier has been struggling a little bit with the jumper lately. And it's kind of odd because when he came into the league, that was kind of why he was drafted so highly. Did you guys talk to him about?
Well, I think he's been injured. He's coming off an injury. He was basically out the last 2 or 3 weeks, so we just got him back really the last 3-4 days, when we got him to camp. And so I think he's just trying to find his rhythm, find his legs. We believe he's a better shooter than he's showing right now. But coming off an injury, he had a little back injury. He's just trying to get back in the rhythm.
He was right up there for a lot of last year in free throw attempts for field goals.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything you can teach him about finishing better through contact, or is that?
It is a focus of ours. We are constantly talking to him about it. Sometimes he's got a knack for it, so I don't want to take that away. He does a great job at drawing fouls, but you don't want to just settle for that or try to, you know, I felt like our guys tonight were looking to get a foul called instead of just going to the rim and finishing. And if the foul's called, great. If not, you know, we'll live with it. But we don't want to look for bailout calls, and I'm not saying X was doing that, but I think in general as a team, we were looking for the foul too much instead of playing through contact.
Yeah, Austin looked like he was on the ground a lot tonight, but you guys put him back out there late in the fourth. And did he want to be out there?
He wanted to be out there. You know, I think he was hurt a little bit, but he bounced up. He's an aggressive player. He's an aggressive driver. He gets to the free throw line a lot, and that's what we want him to do. But and he takes hits. You know, everybody knows he loves to penetrate. There's big guys in there, and they're probably going to be bigger than what he's seen these last 2 nights. So he's a tough kid. Wanted to be out there and wanted to compete the last few minutes.
I know it's early to make a judgment about this, but are you seeing what you want to see from him in terms of being a floor leader, or do you think he'll make a nice transition to the next level?
I think for us it's more the question, is he growing? You know, he's not where we want him to be, but is he growing? Is he progressing? And I'd say yes. You know, it's a work in progress. It's going to take time, and he does things that we really like. You know, the ability to penetrate, get to the rim. Doesn't always mean you're a floor general or floor leader, as some people may want him to be, but I think he's progressing in a way that's helping the team, finding people. He's missing some people, but he's finding some people too, and it's just helping him understand that progression as he gets better.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.